Now with serfdom, a lot of builders are going to start flooding into my land, which honestly is just brilliant because I have needed improved tiles for some time now. Just fix up a couple of libraries from here to there. We can get some basic infrastructure. I'm hoping very soon, very soon, I'm hoping that the World Congress will give me city center buildings so I can put monuments up in all my cities. That would be pretty nice. We just got to be patient on that front. Oh, we can renew our trades again. Go on, give me someone with 30 gold per turn. Oh yeah, there's always one. There's always one, and it's always Eleanor. One thing I know I haven't done is gain myself a 3 settler with a government plaza building. I didn't know when I'd want to go to Warlord's Throne, to be honest with you, and I think I still might go Warlord's Throne later into the game, so that's why I haven't done that. Yes, I know I've missed out on a lot of builders, and it does feel alien. Sometimes as well, when you go for a monumentality settle, it's not as important. Still important, but not as important. Can I just say, some of the AIs that are doing the best are really giving a sort of realistic European feel to this. We have an incredibly powerful Spain, we've got a powerful France, a crazy powerful growing Germany as the big players. I love it. Even Hungary is pretty powerful. This is becoming a sort of World War I-y grab for the continent sort of game, and I'm all here for it. That's amazing. Right, quickly, watermill, granary, monument. Let's just get that basic stuff in. I know exactly what's going to happen. Portugal is going to settle here and knock my unit back, so I'm going to preemptively ask for open borders. It's expensive, but I have a feeling the Falcon would be pushed into these barbarians and there could be chaos, and I don't want that, so it's worth the money. Always worth the money. Uh-oh, that's a big barbarian presence on what is Sicily. We don't like that. It does mean Falcon has somewhere to go, so yeah, keep an eye on that. Ravenna is now starting to grow as well. Let's put a nice bath down. A little bit more science in this city. We've got one settler going to go and try and settle over here, although it looks like Portugal is going to try and block what I'm trying to do, which I'm not a huge fan of. Can we not do that? You're not going to keep the city. You have no loyalty in this area, Portugal. Don't try it. I have the high ground. It's not worth it. Is anyone else worried about the fact that Germany is on 322 science? No? Just me? Just me. Okay, it's fine. Fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sure nobody will care. Yeah, what did they say? What did they say? They've settled right there, and it's just ruined my plan. Is there another way I can get all of these cities founded in one go? There is, but it makes it slightly more awkward. If I move you to there, I move you to there, which is annoying because I'm leaving 2 geothermal fissures open. I could then settle there. Now, do I want to do that? Is it worth doing it? Or do I just go for the single settlement and make this into a mega settlement? I think we compromise. We settle on this geothermal fissure and we send the other settler down south. It's less cities. It's less cities. Is it worth having that few cities? Oh man, Portugal have really thrown this one up. Or I could do these 2. 1, 2, like that. At least I've got 2 cities in there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. This is annoying, but it's fine. Falcon, come back, rest up. You deserve a little bit of a snooze. We can always take that city from Portugal. No Phoenicia though. No Phoenicia. That's a little bit sad. I played with the settings to try and get them to spawn. Clearly didn't quite do it well enough, but that's okay. We'll make our own fun. Okay, we can produce units quicker, and I want Germany to generate more grievances because I just feel like Germany are annoying everyone. Is that fair to say? That's probably fair to say. No, Eleanor of Aquitaine. Okay, fair enough. Did Bologna just get taken? Oh my goodness, Hungary just took Bologna from me. Hungary is going to be an absolute nightmare this game. I can just tell they have thrown so much at city-states already. Don't like it. I don't like it at all. We've lost a bunch of great people points there. I'd say probably about 1, 2, 3 scientist points minimum. Doesn't seem like a lot, but to me it is. To me it is. I've just met Valletta. Again, Spain have already suzerained that with a lot of envoys. Maybe we can start getting some alliances up and running. Nobody dislikes Scotland. Nobody dislikes Scotland. So here's a good first alliance, I think. Let's make this one a religious alliance because it's the least useful and you're furthest away from me. Hungary, I could weirdly become friends with them if I really put a bit of effort in. Ottomans are coming around to me as well. I feel like Portugal and Spain are probably the first targets for me if I wanted to head in that direction. direction. There's a lot of empire around there. Macedon are going to want to fight, so having Hungary on side. Yeah, maybe having the Ottomans on side. Both of these things are good. Working on my relationship with Greece as well. That could be trickier. One thing I want to know, is a CAD on this map? I don't know, but a CAD would be incredibly helpful. It's probably a really bad idea, but Temple of Artemis is actually still available, and it would give Ostia, Ravenna, Setia, all of these cities a whole load of extra happiness. So I'm going to try it. It's 9 turns. It's pretty quick to try and push out. In fact, I can even chop it through. It's probably a bad idea, but you know what? Sometimes bad ideas, they're the most fun. I'm going to throw a couple of my alliances up and running into a bit of disrepair, but you know what? An Ottoman friendship, I don't mind that. I'm going to give you the military alliance. Oh yeah, you want that. Yeah, I'm going to take a bit of a gamble here. Macedon, Greece, Spain, Portugal, these are all my targets. I reckon Hungary I'm going to get on side. Now, they're not going to take a delegation. They will take open borders, and that should be enough. There we go, to start swaying them on side. In fact, I could get involved in one of their wars in theory. I'm not going to. Not going to just yet, but I think a Hungarian alliance suits me quite well, that. Portugal have actually stabilized a little bit. They're not losing loyalty anymore, but I think that my city might throw that one into the, to the cats. Now, if I'm lucky, this will build a road to Ravenna. If I'm unlucky, it'll think that it can get to Ostia. Let's see how lucky I get. Please build a road. Please build a road. Nope, no road. Okay. Well, that is slightly frustrating, but what can you do? I will build the settler from here. So let's just get a builder going immediately. Get a +4 campus rolling. The campuses are all good. We like the campuses a lot. An envoy into Fez for some library fun. 122 science now. Oh, a barb camp. Hey, found another barb camp. Okay, good. We're still exploring. We're still finding them. They exist. Yeah, they're levying the troops. Hungary is actually playing this really well. Oh, Poland has stolen Venice from them, though. They're not going to like that. And there's a settler. There's a barb settler. There's no way I'd be able to settle out here with any loyalty, but I mean, that's quite amusing. I like that as an idea that I could just steal a settler ages away from home and then go and plonk down a little colony somewhere. Oh, I might actually get Temple of Artemis. That is ridiculous. Buttress I found on an island? Of course I did. I keep coming back to this. I keep thinking, if we go back to what the World Congress voted through 4 turns ago, production 50% of the cost on units. I am in the unique opportunity right now where I am between techs, especially if I just avoid taking musketmen for a second. I am between unit techs. At some point, I am going to want to war, and I'm going to want to war hard. But to do that, I need an army. And ideally, I need an army that will upgrade quickly. What I will be able to do later is use the mercenary cars, things like retinues, professional army. But that is easier if I start with a huge army of basic troops that are very cheap to keep around. I've got to seriously think about building something quickly. We're going to take theology and then divine right in a second. That'll give us monarchy and a bunch of military policy slots. But rather than building all of these troops buildings in our city centers, I'm now wondering, is this the time? Is this the time to start spamming out things like warriors? Now here's the thing, if I sell my iron, can I produce warriors? Or am I now locked into legion? No, I can still buy them as long as I'm cheaply doing this. This is what I want to do. I'm going to spend my time producing, I would say, about 25 to 30 units. They're not going to be good. They're going to be things like galleys, warriors, catapults, but stuff that adds up. Stuff that I can use to very quickly assemble an army that I can send over to Macedon later. Gold is fine. I have a lot of luxuries. I have a lot of different resources that I can use, as you can see, to just upgrade things very, very quickly. Let's use the World Congress to use our production to buy those immediately cheap troops and go from there. This could be genius, 113 military strength at the moment. My aim, I think, is to get that to about 500, and then we can go from there. Some may call it impossible. Some may call it silly, but I like this idea. I like it a lot. Temple of Artemis. Next to these really weird geothermal fissures that always gives me that impression of some sort of bug spawn or something in the ground. Next to all of the camps and all of the beautiful farms, we have something that should make my cities around it very happy. I don't mind that at all. And discipline is really important, but the time has come. I think getting a navy, maritime industries, this is the most important thing for me now. Serfdom, let's just hold fire on that, get urban planning. I'm throwing everything in. This is what I do as a player best. This is what you do as a player compared to the AI best. Commit commit to a strategy, really throw everything on it. This is how we win. Also, these 21 gold trade routes to Venice, these help a lot, like a lot. And I have a few of them. Every single trade route is just going into Venice. It would be a shame if Venice were destroyed, but, you know, I can never guarantee the safety of an AI for that long. Another letter is available to suzerain. Oh, I'll take it. Yeah, amazing. Okay, I don't have much faith being able to buy a little bit of walls in my nations. That's really good. Germany, look, no one likes you as it is. Just back out of my affairs, please. Thank you. An economic alliance with Hungary, by the way. Done it. I've made a deal with the metaphorical devil. The metaphorical devil is very much like the regular devil, but whether he's literal or not, it's always a difficult one to answer. I went from 100 military strength to 180 last turn, though. Look at this, starting to pump galleys out now. We've got warriors being pumped out. Yeah, this is good. This is good. We just need a base of an army. A base of an army that I can then upgrade endlessly. Yes, over 150 gold per turn as well. We've got quadriremes everywhere. Let's go get a little bit of exploring. Oh, that's a barb camp. Well, it's probably going to get eaten before I can get there, but it's good that we found it when we did. Sardinia. I've chosen to put one city on the whole of the island. I'd like a really big city rather than putting two. The number of settlers you need to get out on this map, the map is huge. There's no point going for like tiny little cities packed in. Make use of the space. You might as well. How does Spain have oil? I'm sorry, what? How does Spain have oil? I'm looking at great people and I don't see one that provides oil. Have they genuinely teched up all the way to refining? They have. Oh my lord. It's a turn 120. I think Spain have got battleships. Oh, don't think about it. Don't think about it. It's fine. Hope you're enjoying the level of difficulty, though. Making an effort to up the AI a little bit to be competitive, to say the least. Whether or not they're going to win is always another question, but it means I can't walk all over them. I'm having to really think about how I play. Whether or not this is the best use of my gold, I don't know, but I'm going to spend 1,000 gold quickly on getting a university. That gives me printing and the opportunity to put a third envoy into Fez to give me another 4 science between the two universities that I've got. 143 science per turn. It's not world leading, but it's enough to make sure that anybody else fighting me has got to be really quite powerful to keep up. Now, do I want to go for cavalry and line infantry, or do I want to focus on upgrading some boats first? Let's go for some boaties, and then we'll go down to the bottom of the tree. I think a naval Rome, just taking over the Mediterranean, making sure that no one else can build a fleet. Yeah, no wonder. Literally, England heard me. They heard me say that. As soon as I uttered those words from my lips, Vicky was over here going, I'm sorry, what? Can I just say, I think we picked our military ally well. 2,000 military strength. Good on you, Ottomans. Yes, please. I'm also trying to balance between different unit types here. We've got a couple of heavy chariots being made alongside the warriors. I don't want to be over-reliant on one type of unit over another. Bologna has completely cut my empire off, though. Do you see this? Oh, if I can get culture bombs in some way, you know I've got to try and seize the means of road from Bologna. So Braga was founded, but Eleanor is going to grab it almost immediately. Portugal, you have very much fed into Eleanor's hands here, and she's in a dark age. I reckon this hilariously named city is probably first to fall from Gaul, and if it does, we could see a unified France. A genuinely unified France under Eleanor. Apart from this city, which I will absolutely be claiming, but apart from that, I'm excited to see this. And here is the Renaissance era. Now we're merely passing by. Don't worry, Macedon. You'll know when I'm at war with you. Don't worry, it won't be wooden boats. We are in a golden age. Let's have a look and see on our borders what is happening. Sparta, normal age, as is Macedon. Okay, so the loyalty of my Italian cities shouldn't be problematic. Cumae is remaining loyal even though Hungary has gone to a golden age. Gaul is in a normal age. Eleanor has gone straight to heroic. Yes, Eleanor, do it. Portugal is in a golden age, but that is not going to stop Braga from falling within within about 5 turns. Wow. All right, that sets the scene nicely. So what's my priority here? I've lost a little bit of science from my harbors. Now I could go for monumentality and keep that discount on settlers, or I could just assume I'm not going to be making as many settlers, but the ones that I do make are going to be worth a lot more, and go for hic sunt dracones. I am a southern European, which means if I settle this city, technically that's Western Europe. It would be high population. Now Sicily counts as southern Europe, but I've seen a Carthaginian city here that's 1, 2, 3 sources of fur. That's nice, and I would like to grab that before Spain or Portugal get any ideas. And you can see over in this area as well, there are lots of barbs and lots of luxuries on the coast. I like the idea of faster boats. I like the idea of really making my cities count. And yes, reform the coinage would be fun, but city-states tend not to give you as many points for, or as much gold for reform the coinage. Take some draconas will do. Still 21 turns on the Congress. Still 21 turns on the Congress. Yeah, we're going to be doing this for a while. The only thing I do need to remember to do is really methodically sell all of my strategics, because as soon as I keep them for too long, all of my build queue gets interrupted by, instead of a warrior, it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to make a man-at-arms or a musket for you. And that, I just can't be putting up with that. We even got some trebuchets being built in Rome. Yes, Rome. Yes, let's keep this up. Greece has genuinely just been staring at this barb camp forever. I do not mind that, because I get to kill it and I get to seize the gold. Haha. Falcon, by the way, it's time. It's time for your upgrade to a man-at-arms. You're still a barb-killing monster, but I'm going to need you to maybe head over to Africa now. There was a few barb outposts that I could see. Yeah, over there, over here. Lots to be cracking on with. Cartography, and I realize I might have, accidentally left a city on galley. As we upgrade our units, we just got to make sure that doesn't happen. Quadriremes is not as important, because if I unlock frigate, which I'm very likely to do, if I don't have the niter, then I won't make the unit, even if I've unlocked it, so that's fine. Now I can go into the sea. Oh, and even my little boats are super rapid now. Ramses, oh, you've got luxuries. Honored to meet you. Love to sample your hospitality. What have you got to sell me? Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, I love it when you just look at the trading table and it's like, how many luxuries do you want? All of them? Of course. This is the benefit of exploring a map on a large map like this one. You want to get every luxury you can in so that all of your cities are ecstatic. It's one of the few ways that you can guarantee that you can actually keep all your cities happy. Okay, well, Egypt is doing fine. 9 cities. Oh, they're doing more than fine. Yeah, fair play to you. Rome has unlocked itself another source of niter. Rifling is boosted. Quite handy. Time for a monarchy. You love to see it. Maritime industries is looking mighty tasty now, but we need to improve our army even further. Feudal contract will help with that, as will chivalry. Natural philosophy is good. Do I want to keep in the builder card? Probably not as important right now, is it? I mean, maritime industries, we've got a lot of boats appearing and they're about to become relatively obsolete. Conscription will be increasingly useful soon. No, okay, for now I'm going to put serfdom in rather than conscription. It's a close run thing. But one turn heavy chariots is a useful thing, because I could get knights very soon, and now we can unlock mercenaries and make sure we can upgrade our army anytime we need. Actually, bringing my navy over to Sicily, it is infested with barbarians. Absolutely infested. So this is a really, really good place for us to level up, upgrade everything. Just make sure it's all firing at full strength. The Dead Sea, Jerusalem, new people that we meet every day. Who just took over Valletta? Go. Ugh. Why do you leave me just a single city-state, hey? Why don't you just let me have at least one? It's so well behaved. Please. I'm up to 786 military strength in about 10 turns of building. It just shows you how effective this World Congress is if you really focus on it. I've got siege towers, a lot of trebuchets, tons of warriors, tons of heavy chariots. The only thing I don't have is light cavalry or anti-cav. I should probably diversify a little bit. Oh, I wish I could go into Byzantium's land. That would be handy to go and rob that settler, but I'll leave it alone for now. Oh, there's a unique Ottoman boat. And Gilgabro, 152. Yes. Now, can I still insta-friend Gilgabro using this mod? Of course I can. Why would you ever patch that out? Let's make you a research ally. Yes, and apparently Portugal would like to be my friends as well. They want a cultural alliance. You know what? Actually, they might pay for that. No, they really won't. Oh, I was hoping you'd pay more than that, because, you know, you really want to keep your cities here. My loyalty is causing you all sorts of problems, but nope, if you're not going to pay for it, I'm not going to give you it. Gaul also want to be a friend. Should I let Gaul become a friend? You know what, I will. I know the Rome-Gaul thing is a little bit edgy, but I'll give them a cultural alliance because it's really not going to do a huge amount across the Alps like this. And I could do with the diplomatic favor because I am selling it like a boss. We have unlocked mercenaries. Good. Later down the line, fine. That'll be incredibly useful. I'm going to hold on to my envoy just for now. I'd like to get 3 into Geneva. Bologna, Fez, Valletta are all becoming, and as is Venice, becoming increasingly difficult to even consider us taking those over, but that's fine. We'll find a way. There's always a way. We're managing to pin these barbs back, though, with all of my units, and we've now managed to land heavy chariots on the island as well. Go on, then. Fight me off if you can. I don't think you will. I don't think you have the guts. As much as I like saving up my gold, I do like the idea of a Carthaginian city. There's so many luxuries down there. It's going to be worth a lot of gold. So yeah, we're going to go and build that. The good thing in this game, and I'm not abusing this because NITA is worth, and actually a lot of strategics are worth a lot for some people and not a lot for others. So I'm not buying it from one and selling it to another. That's just a line in the sand I draw with the AI. We all know that exploit with strategics. We're not doing it today. Not today. But it does mean because there's so much NITA around, the AI is so much better with this mod at picking it up. I can buy a lot very cheaply. So I'm not worried about strategics for upgrading my resources. It's going to be a case of just making sure I've got enough gold for it all, but that helps. Still clearing barb camps really does help a lot. Here we go. Look, our first upgrades and promotions from all of this fighting. They are appearing now. This is why we're here. This is the sort of upgrade that we can really take into combat later. Yes, I know that a single promotion on a quadrireme, it's not the changing world sort of upgrade that we're looking for, but later into the game when that's a frigate, that's when we're going to be really laughing. Military emergency. Philip has captured visit. Are you at war with Portugal? Oh, Spain. Leave Portugal alone. Come on, they're just over there trying to get rich. Oh, good to know. Good to know. The place I was going to settle does have a load of barbarians, so I need to make sure that some of my troops go and deal with them. That is square rigging, though. So, I think I'm going to take a little bit of time now to unlock gunpowder, siege tactics, and then military science. And we're going to start to think about upgrading my armies soon. I've got time until next session, 15 turns. We've got a lot of time to continue building troops, you know. Start on a few crossbows and other higher value items here. We've got our government helping with that. My gold maintenance must be getting more and more expensive now. Thinking about it, 30 gold per turn on conscription. That's a lot of savings, yeah, fair enough. You can just see the amount of army that we're wielding, up to 888. Apart from the Ottomans, I now have the second biggest army in the world. That just shows you how many warriors I've spammed out. And the more I think about it, the more I think that Greece is the likely best first target. They've got an unwalled, two-population city, and Sparta looks like it's very easily siegeable, and Kilwa would be an amazing introduction and acquisition for my empire. Amazing. So we'll possibly keep that in mind as a future first take. Do I want to get involved in a big old military emergency against Spain? I don't have to do anything, but what it could do is reveal a lot of the map to me. I have no active trades. They really don't have a lot of options. I got 75 strength cities. I think they've got battleships. I really do. Who's likely to go in on this? If we look diplomatically, Portugal is already at war. Any one of England, France, Scotland, Netherlands, or Gaul could attack. So we'd be revealing a lot of this map. I don't think it's worth it. We'll vote down on that one, I think. I can see a battleship rocking up and wrecking my island cities with an unstoppable attack. It failed anyway. Okay, that's good. But yeah, I just sense trouble. I sense a lot of trouble in that. As discussed before, 2 envoys into Geneva and a bit more science for my universities, which are just stacking up nicely. Yeah, interesting. Even though I have no iron or niter, I can't build warriors anymore now that I've unlocked muskets. That's why I was holding off that. I did think that was true. It's funny, the rules that make things obsolete in Civ 6, they don't necessarily always make sense. I often find Civ 6 is one of those games where you just need to have a vague sense a lot of the time. Like a very rough sense that something might work, and then you're like, okay, I think I can make this work from this point. Maritime industries, you have been wonderful. But now I need conscription. 31 gold per turn, that's now saving me. And charismatic leader, I really probably should have put that card in a long time ago, but never mind, it's in now. Santa Cruz would form an armada out of a military naval unit. You could be worth buying in, I think, especially because you're the last of the era. Yeah, that's all of my gold. I'm gonna have to save up again for an upgrade fund. I think a frigate with a promotion that's been cored like that that's useful. We're now above 1,000 military strength though. Even Germany with their 352 science doesn't have as much military as we do. Ha! It's a barb camp. Oh my lord, there's a barb camp that's just set up just outside Rome. Why would you do that? No. Of all the places you could have gone. Good to know. Good to know. Greece has not only frigates, but also caravels. We suspected that might be the case, but when you see little sort of factual evidence of it, you can just plan for it a little better. coursers and barbarians. Carthage may be a tricky landing, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best. Our fleet is kind of ready to help. There's siege tactics. Military science. Almost there. Almost there. Now come on, Germany. Don't denounce me again. You are the powerhouse of this game, and I would love to be friends with you. Please. I'll even pay for open borders. Give me friendship. You know you want to. I'm exciting. I'm doing things like destroying barbs. Don't you want to be my friend? No, you want to be my friend. The barbarians of this island have been vanquished by none other than the Falcon. Over you pop again. Look at that. Bam. Every promotion working in synergy. Heavy chariot comes in to take out. Yeah, the island's mine. That's what you want to see. Now, unfortunately, the story over in sort of Phoenician lands are not as fun, but we've got boats coming in just to help me to defend this position. Warrior, hold that hill. Hold the hill until reinforcements arrive. And by reinforcements, I mean I'm going to settle around you. I really want to start, doing anything other than building units right now. I'm going to keep building units until the World Congress ends. I just feel like momentum will reward me later. So far, my little landing force is holding fine. We have managed to just about hold this beachhead, and that's not a bad thing. Can I actually get the kill? No, I can't get the kill with the warrior, which is a bit of a shame, but this settler is ready to go. It's ready to go. Next turn. What a city pickup that'll be. Ooh, that's a barb cavalry. Cavalry, you say? Interesting. Okay, I might need to send a couple more reinforcements in this direction than I was expecting to. Where's my great general? Okay, we can get the great general back fairly soon. Oh, that camp will be worth it. It'll be absolutely worth it. Metal casting, by the way, I would love to do that just after military science, because then all of my acquisitions are worth 500 gold, not 300. A little bit of a step up that. A spy has already, on turn 133, broken my industrial zone. I am so happy to see that. Oh, it's one of these games. Never mind. Never mind. These things happen. Tell you what though, 2 cavalry now. Oh, and I can barely scratch them with my units. These are tough. What's the best anti-cav unit? What have I got? Just pikemen at the moment. I could bring a spearman over. Actually, I haven't even unlocked pikemen. Oh dear. I'll just set up the other side of this river and start to shoot at it. Hopefully that'll help. That is a 3rd cavalry now. A 3rd. Okay, I think this is going to be one of those situations where everything gets pillaged. Everything gets pillaged. But hey, you know what? I think we can hold as long as we take this sensibly. I have a lot of troops coming. I mean, I'm producing so many troops that I'm sort of making my own defense force without even meaning to. Is it forbidden? Is it glorious? Is it just a city full of fur? No one's entirely sure. We've done it. It's my first settlement in Africa, and it's already got 4 population, and it's ready to rock. I could get another settler, but I'm just going to treat the city to a builder, and that had better be enough whilst I pick up a harbour, because I need to save all of the rest of my gold. As discussed before, my grand strategy here is all about invasion, and the big problem, the really big problem I see with all of this is Valletta. Valletta has a big navy, and it's very upgraded. It's all caravels, it's all frigates. I need to be careful I don't get caught out by them. I think in terms of my units and which ones need the upgrades first, I think I might get the navy upgraded first, just because I think controlling the seas is going to lead me to be a lot more secure, both against holding off of the Letton fleet and then the Greek fleet as well. How much army? 443. Greece has a considerable army. That's about 9 units of 50 strength. So it sort of gives you an impression of what we're dealing with here. I have 1,200, but it's mainly 30 strength units. So once we upgrade, we'll see that increase quite considerably. Oh, Germany, by the way, has aluminium. Of course they do. Oh, please no. Game, please no. Rome's poor campus is just being pillaged beyond all heaven here. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Please, can you just leave it be? We can keep on shooting. We can keep on upgrading our troops, which is doing okay, to be fair. But, this defense is going to be a lot easier if I can just drive this cavalry back. Greece privateers. Yep, these are the sort of things we need to be careful of. Very careful of. Oh, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. The Ottomans, by the way, have ironclads everywhere. Oh, they are so much stronger than me. I keep walking into these barbarians. They're still there, Asa. This is like the 3rd time I've gone through that pass. Leave it alone. Another governor. I think I'm going to preemptively get Victor in, and we'll just leave you on the front line because I suspect I'm going to need you very soon. And we've only got 7 turns of the Congress left. We are still building the odd unit, but it's mainly unboosted units anyway, which is very deliberate. Goodbye, chivalry. Goodbye, feudal court. welcome professional army and retinues, and also merchant confederation. Gonna be focusing on gold now, and now it is time to start to upgrade, which hopefully will start off with a cheap niter purchase from Gilgamesh this time. 84 got, so look, this is the thing. They had 120 niter, so they just don't value it very much, and that is fine with me. We can start to upgrade my fleet. The frigates and the fleet generally. This is what I'm going to be upgrading first. We've got caravels, galleys, all being upgraded to, frigates were popping out as well. We've got this Zaf, of course, flagship, ready with 8 movement, ready to go. Where is the party? I can hear them saying already. Even my cities by Carthage, sort of replica, all of these are being upgraded as well. What's the next best bit that I want to upgrade? Well, Falcon, yes. Now you have musket-like abilities. You're going to make part of a sort of strike force that needs to go after Sparta. So maybe the warriors. The warriors, are not a bad call for the next upgrade, so we'll go for this one as well. Okay, so it's not a bad start. About 2,000 gold, and very little has changed in the sense, but I still think that most of my navy still needs to be upgraded, but that's okay. It's looking a whole lot better than it was, and we're about ready to go to war with Greece next turn and actually start to make a bit of an empire. We're going to take huge losses because Greece does have a navy. We're going to have some units caught out of position, but I feel a lot more secure about things now. We have really made a good attempt to upgrade as many things as we can in one go. And hopefully, if we can get the Ottomans in on this will be a joint war with my military ally. That will mean my navy will have even more of a bonus against theirs. Fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. It's a brand new turn, and I've bought myself a load more niter, which can only mean that I've got more upgrading to do. In fact, even better, I'm even upgrading knights now. This will indeed be a night to remember. Well, I think this is the time to declare war on Greece. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. There we go. Joint war. It's only formal, but hey, an informal war, well, that's beyond us. It's below us. Now comes the long decision of going through every single person that Greece has met and trying to get them involved in the war as well, actually. It's only going to be Hungary. Not so long, but Hungary is involved. Excellent. It's only Byzantium that Greece has met that she is now not at war with. We are looking rather tastily now. Let's get my trebuchet onto this little island. You onto this little island. Look at that. It's so cute. It just pelt the city from these tiny islands, whilst my caravels, their job is to push out and see if we can find this navy. We know that there are some privateers around, which is why I'm creeping around one tile at a time at the moment. I don't trust that these privateers are that far away. Now, luckily for me, my caravels are very tough, especially with an admiral bonus and also a military alliance, so that's looking pretty good. Still, I want to just push things out slowly. Aha, another frigate. Didn't think I'd missed you, did you? I think I can get this caravel through. Yep, excellent. I think I'll work on killing anything that could just run and hide within a Greek city. The army is a good thing, and the navy especially is a good thing to sink. And we've set up quite a nice little blockade. Zaf, right at the front of it. Look at this. Wall of caravels. Don't come anywhere near. That's what I say to you. Well, Setia grows. That's a good thing, but in a move I absolutely should have seen coming. Gorgo has just picked up Hattusa, Valletta, and Bologna. Who would have known? Greece, very good at city-state envoys. Oh well, we'll do what we can. Oh, actually, when we say do what we can, all the cavalry seem to have just disappeared up north to go and raid Bologna. I'll take that. That's fine. Haha! 300 gold. Warlords Road. Fix the campus. Oh, I wish all of these science city-states weren't abandoning me. Actually, Hattusa's a new one. We didn't know about Hattusa. Okay, I'll give it credit for that. Did someone kill Brussels? Yep, Brussels definitely existed around here, didn't it? That's definitely gone. In anticipation of conquest, Victor will get garrison commander. Now I have to figure this out. Am I going to have the loyalty to take and hold this city? Probably not. Might have to take multiple at the same time. There's Athens. Is Athens a canal city? I can't tell if this is a bay or not. It might be. Hopefully the Ottomans will figure that out for me. Okay, we'll remember that. Athens has medieval walls. Sparta, Renaissance. That's annoying. The Falcon. Line infantry. Italy. Okay, Knossos, Miletos. There are a few different cities we can get to simultaneously if we're careful. The good thing about having an allied Ottoman Empire is that you can go through the Constantinople gap straight into the Black Sea. Who will I find? Georgia? Scythia? Hopefully at least a couple of the last people that we haven't yet found. I think there's somebody down here that we haven't found too, at the very least. So maybe we're looking at Gilgamesh, maybe Babylon. We'll work it out. One thing I do need to work out is where is Greece's navy? It's totally gone. I swear they had about 7 or 8 boats just wandering around and I haven't found any of them yet. It's slightly unusual. Oh, look at all that raiding. I think the Ottomans are having a bit of fun over that area with their Barbary coursers. I mean, that's quite good. I just made that crossbow. I just made it. Why would you do that? Oh, rude. That's what that is. It's rude. My trebuchets have brought this city down to pretty much 0. Walls are being made slowly, but it's whether or not I think I could hold the city if I took it. I'm not sure either way, but I tell you what I do want. I want to steal those 2 great works that are actually in the city right now. That in itself is amazing. And the loyalty, you know what? The loyalty is not as bad as I'd feared. I bring Victor over immediately. We're on -6, and that will shortly go to -2 once Victor establishes. You know what? That's fine for a 1 population city. Time to land my knights. They are going to walk all over this land and engage in a spot of, ladies and gentlemen, the finest thing that Civ 6 has to offer, pillage. In the meantime, Knossos, Miletos. If I can take both of these cities at the same time, I think I can probably hold them. Okay, I found Valleta's navy. We knew it would be nearby. I think I'm going to pull back to the relative safety of Carthage whilst we keep improving all of the yields around here. This city's going to give me so much. Oh, I'm very happy that I brought frigates to this party. Certainly makes this job a little bit easier. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa, Zaf. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!